Hey, y'all, welcome back to T1A, Tier 1 Ascension Dynasty Football. This is Cranny here, and I got my week one waiver wire pickups here. We're going to just fire right out of the gate here on this stuff. I got Taysom Hill is going to be my first guy. He had 4 carries for 81 yards and a touchdown. Plays Tampa Bay on Sunday. Reason I'm throwing Taysom Hill out there is I think he's got a lot of opportunity. Dennis Allen has shown he's going to use him. So you never know really where he's going to get you points, but you always know he's going to have opportunities. I think he's a great flex desperation play. He could even slot in your tight end spot if you faded that in your drafts. Go ahead and grab Taysom Hill. I wouldn't blow a lot of money on this. I should preface this with all these guys. I wouldn't use a lot of my fab money on these guys. I wouldn't use high waiver priority. Maybe on one of them. We'll get to that. But just keep in mind, I don't think anybody that came out of this week that is somebody you're going to get off your waiver wires is anybody you want to really put a lot of investment into. Okay. So Taysom Hill, get Taysom Hill. I would, put about 10%, 5% of your budget on him, depending on how desperate you are to get him. If he's just a guy you're going to add and get more depth on your roster, maybe even less. Want to talk about Jaylen Warren next. He's got New England on Sunday. We don't really know what all is going on with Najee's foot. Same foot he had hurt in the preseason. We don't know how far that's going to carry out. We don't know if it's going to linger. Jaylen Warren's a good guy to go and get right now. If you are a Najee Harris owner, you should definitely be going and getting him, and your budget on him is going to be a little bit higher. As a non-Najee owner, I'm going to be okay just putting a little bit of money on Warren. If the Harris owner doesn't go and get him, you got him on the bench. You use him trade later, or if he actually does shine. Wouldn't want to play him this week coming up against New England on Sunday. That's a tough defense to play against. The Pittsburgh O-line didn't look all that great in the run game, so I would kind of shy on that. More of a depth add there. Next guy we got is DeAndre Carter with the Chargers. He had 3 catches for 64 yards and a touchdown. All of that took place after Keenan Allen left with the hamstring injury. Quick turnaround. They got KC on Thursday. That's going to be a shootout, but that also means that Keenan Allen probably isn't going to make it to this week's game. That hamstring injury could linger out to this week. Then they got a long week. Wait until next Sunday when they play again. So maybe he plays then. I kind of doubt he does because it's so early in the season. So this could be a 2-week miss. I think having any kind of piece of the Chargers offense and Justin Herbert, go ahead and go get that. I would actually put a little bit of money on DeAndre Carter, 10%, 15%, depending on how your roster looks. Top guy that I'm sure is on the top of a lot of waiver wire pickups out there. A lot of people are probably going after him. Is Jeff Wilson from the 49ers. The running back, he had 9 carries for 22 yards against Chicago. Wet, sloppy field. Offense was out of sync. Game just went all to shit. So Jeff Wilson came in after Elijah Mitchell's injury. Did his best, did what he could. But coming up here against Seattle on Sunday, they just gave up a pretty good amount of running to Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams combined. Not to mention the, I think, 11 catches on 14 targets between the two running backs. So the running backs got a lot of play against Seattle when Denver played them. I could see San Francisco doing the same thing. I wouldn't be too worried about Jeff Wilson losing his job to any of the guys behind him, TDP and Jordan Mason. There's no real sign of those guys pushing Jeff Wilson off the field other than breathers. So you got a volume play guy here. I would actually spend about 20% of my budget on Jeff Wilson. He's a good 2-month rental. Elijah Mitchell is at a minimum 8 weeks. So that could mean 9, 10 weeks. And if Jeff Wilson is holding up and doing well, you got a pretty good buy in there. Well, that's all I've got, and a pretty quick video. We kind of hummed right on through that with no intro or anything like that. So hit me up in the comments. I'll be looking at them here throughout the night. So if you see the video, let me know, and maybe we can talk about something in the comments. Take it easy. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Talk to you guys later. Bye.